Syrian rebel forces have overtaken the capital city of Damascus and toppled the Assad regime that had ruled Syria for generations.
Russian officials have confirmed President Bashar Al-Assad has resigned and fled the country. NBC's Ralph Sanchez has the latest.
We're in the Israeli-controlled section of the Golan Heights, looking out over southern Syria. Damascus is just over the horizon that way. And 48 hours ago, Bashar al-Assad was in charge in the Syrian capital, as his family has been for more than 50 years. But today is a new day in Syria. It is a new day in the Middle East. Assad has fled to Moscow, where he has been granted asylum by Vladimir Putin, who was his longtime backer, but whose Russian military forces bogged down in Ukraine were not there for Assad in his moment of need. Today, it is a coalition of rebel groups that are in charge in Damascus. The largest of them is called Hayat Tahrir al-Sham. It is an Islamist group that has its origins in al-Qaeda, and it is still considered to be a terrorist organization by the United States. But this is a group that is going to great lengths to try to show the Syrian people and the world that it is moderated. It says that it will protect the rights of minority groups inside of Syria. Shias, Christians, Alawites. It says there will be no restrictions on the civil rights of women in this new Syrian government. President Biden says that the U.S. will judge these rebels by their actions, not by their words. And he says that this is a moment of historic opportunity, but also risk inside Syria. That is a calculation shared by the Israeli government, who over the weekend carried out airstrikes on chemical biological weapons sites, as well as ballistic missile facilities inside of Syria, which once belonged to the Assad regime, but Israel now determined to make sure that they do not fall into the hands of terrorist groups. Ralph Sanchez, NBC News, the Golan Heights.
Now, he has not offered a definitive strategy for U.S. involvement with the turmoil in Syria, but President-elect Donald Trump said Saturday that, quote, "This is not our fight."